In this video, I'm going to show you a technique that I use to get a glittery effect on my cakes. Hi, it's Karolyn. Like I said before, in this video, I'm going to show you how I do a technique to get a glitter look on my cake tiers. I've tried so many different things. I know there's a really popular picture of this pretty gold glitter cake, and I could never really figure out how to get the effect. I'm not sure that that glitter is edible. So that's the issue that people usually have, is if you want it to be super glittery, it's usually not edible. And I wanted to do something that was edible, so I did this, which I'm going to show you in this video. So if you want to see the technique that I do to get a glitter look to my cake tiers, then just keep on watching. Okay, so to do this, I have my cake. This is covered in marshmallow fondant. I can link my video below on how I cover my cakes in fondant. To get it this goldish color, I use this gold, what is this called? Coloring, icing coloring, whatever, okay. So, like always, I have my turntable with a piece of non-skid pad on top of it. So when I put the cake on top, it prevents it from sliding around. Now this can get a little messy, but cake decorating is messy, so there you go. I'm using this sanding sugar. It's gold sanding sugar, and when you put it on the outside of the cake and then paint it gold, it looks like gold sparkly, glittery effect. That sounded stupid. I'm gonna put some piping gel all over the cake wherever I want the sanding sugar to go, and then I'm gonna press the sanding sugar against it. This is an 8-inch cake. I'm going to have a 6-inch cake on top of it. So what I have here is a 6-inch cake pan that I'm going to center on the cake, and I'm not going to put any sanding sugar where the cake is gonna go. So just making sure that this is evenly placed. So I'm going to take the piping gel and a paintbrush and start to paint piping gel all over, making sure that you coat every single section of this because you want the sugar to stick all over the place. So making sure you're not missing any sections. You don't want too heavy of a coat and not too light of a coat. It needs to be that happy medium where the sugar is going to stick, but the piping gel won't be disgusting and like seeping through all the sugar. And then once that's all on, I'm going to start putting the sanding sugar on here. Stick this big cookie tray underneath to catch any overspill. So I put a glove on my hand because this can get really sticky. And what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna pour sanding sugar in my hand. Actually, I'll start off on the top and start sprinkling it on the top. And then taking it in my hand and pressing it on the sides of the cake. Now that the whole thing is covered, I'm just gonna go around and try to find any bare spots that I missed and make sure everything is covered. Okay, and that looks pretty good. So I'm also gonna take my hands and I don't want to wipe it off. I just want to get the excess off because I'm going to be painting this gold. And if I start painting it with a paintbrush, a lot of this is going to stick to the paintbrush if I don't get the excess off. I'm pressing it all against the cake, and then I'm just going to brush the excess away. So I have this little pastry brush here, which is good for doing that. I'm going to stick this back in the microwave. Not going to stick it in the microwave. I'm going to stick this cake in the refrigerator for about an hour or two, just so the piping gel isn't sticky when I go to paint the gold on. All right, this has been in the fridge for about an hour and a half to 2 hours now. So now I'm going to paint the gold on. What I use is a Rolcom Super Gold. It's a powder. I can link below where you can get this. And then I mix it with some lemon extract, and I'm going to brush it on here. The reason I use lemon extract, it evaporates quickly. You can use vodka, but it doesn't evaporate as quickly. And I just feel like you get a better finish with the lemon extract. And it's lemony. Who doesn't like the smell of lemon? Well, maybe someone doesn't, but whatever. Anyway. So, I put a little bit of the powder on here. And you want to find a good ratio, powder to extract ratio. You don't want too much extract because it will be too runny, and not enough extract, you won't be able to really paint. So add a little, mix it around with your paintbrush, and then add more if needed. And then instead of wiping it on, since the crystals could come off, I kind of just tap it. Just give it a little tappy. Like Happy Gilmore says, tap, tap, taparoo. Oh my God. Anyway, tap it around to get the color on, and do this around the whole cake. As the extract starts to evaporate on the plate, it starts to get a little thick, so just keep adding extract to get it back to the desired consistency. And then when I'm done, I kind of step back from it and look, and you can kind of see where it needs to be filled in a little more. And here is your gold, I'm not going to call it sequins or glitter, sequiny, glittery, glitterish cake. Real quick, when I take this off of the cardboard, I'm going to take a spatula and go all the way underneath so none of this sticks to the board and pulls away from the cake. I want to try to get the cleanest edge that I can. Okay, I know that this video is all over the place, but I just want to show real quick. I'm taking a knife here and just trying to separate the cake from the cake board before I lift it up onto the cake so it doesn't pull any of the glitter or the fondant off. And trying to figure out how to do this without having my big head in the way, but whatever, my head may be in the way. So I'm just gonna try to find the front of this cake, which I always get down and look and see what looks most symmetrical, going back, which just looks the neatest and cleanest as you're looking at it head on. And since this is textured, like pretty much all of it looks good. So I'm just going to mark with this spatula. I'll put like a little arrow to show that this is the front. And then what I'm gonna do, this cake here, I've already started stacking. I can link my stacking video below so you can see how I stack my cakes, but I already have it prepped with straws to take this cake on top of it. So since I loosened it up, nice, and place it on top with the arrow going forward, trying not to get glitter everywhere as I put it on there, and just making sure that it looks centered all the way around. Now I'll show you how I put the 6-inch tier on top to fill in that hole there. I'm placing that right on top, and it fills, I don't want to say fills the hole, but you know, it covers the open hole that I had. There's a little bit of a little ribbon showing, but I'm going to put a border on, so it's going to cover up that part that's right there. So there you go. There is my process to get that cool little glitter look on my cakes. Obviously I did gold in this one, but if you want to do silver, then I would cover the cake with gray fondant and silver sanding sugar and then paint it silver. That Rolcom dust does come in a ton of different colors. I only have ever bought silver, gold, and rose gold, but I believe that there's a bunch of different colors, so you can mess around and see what different colors that you can do with it. I did do this on a fondant covered cake. I'm not sure how it will turn out on a buttercream cake. I guess you could do it on buttercream. If you do it on buttercream and you're successful with it, let me know. And I used lemon extract for this because it evaporates really fast. You can use vodka. I haven't used vodka in a long time because, what was that I was doing with my fingers? Anyway, I haven't used vodka in a long time when I do cake decorating because it takes a long time to evaporate and it gets sticky. So it does smell lemony fresh, but oh, that's why I cover the cake in fondant. It's because I'm brushing lemon extract on the outside. So if I just iced the cake in buttercream and then painted it with the lemon extract, the buttercream would taste lemony. So this way, the lemon extract is on the outside on the fondant, and you can eat the cake and icing underneath and not have it taste like the extract. So that's why I did that. I can't really think of anything else to say about this, so if you have any questions, leave them below and I will get back to you as soon as I can. And like always, please like this video if you liked it, hit the subscribe button if you haven't already and you want to see more videos like this. And you can follow me on social media. I am on Facebook and Instagram, and I have my website. I will link all of that below. I think that's it for now, and I will see you on the next one. Bye!